.2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our coverage of the Ace Championship continues as we get into our third round of action. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you today. Well, it's already been a great start to the event, and we're thrilled to have you join us once again here on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. This one looking pretty good off the tee. Second shot here on the first. Big shot out of the green side bunker. Henny, you're right there. What can you tell us about this bunker shot?
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a Sam.
It doesn't get much better than that. A hole out from the bunker.
I just love everything here. The setup, the technique, the attack angle, the strike, and the hole out.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay. He wants to win.
Here's the third shot. That'll go a long way to getting up and down and saving par. 3 feet to the cup. That is an early message sent as the putt goes down.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Teeing off here on the third.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
This is a 5-iron. And still no putter in the hand.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Wow, I thought that was going in. The par putt. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. And we're on the tee of the par 4 fourth hole.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Oh my, got all of that one. It could get there. A look at the lie in the green side rough. That just missed. He's got this left for birdie. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
I think this putt's going left to right.
Just needed a little bit more on that one.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
Here's a par putt. It's a double-digit lead for our featured player, up by 10.
It's a par 4, the 5th hole.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
From around 120 yards here. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. And he's hit that inside the range. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
Putting for birdie. Looking really good, this one. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Currently 15 under par for the event. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. That's just inside the range.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
And this one is for his par. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Time now for a par 5, the 7th.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, and then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
So close. 11 feet to the cup.
He's got this one for birdie.
Putt is underway.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. We have a par 3 on this one.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. This putt just outside 10 feet. We've got it at 11 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Way too much on that one. A chance here from 10 feet out.
Looks good.
That one sneaks in for par. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9.
This shot is about 130 yards from the hole. Well, he misses the green. That's a tough one to swallow. This is his 3rd. This putt from a good distance away. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This is just going right the whole way along.
Well, this one starts off looking good. That's a pretty good effort.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Let's see if he can save par. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place.
Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Yeah, well played.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Starting it way outside the hole.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Currently 15 under par for the event. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
That should find the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 12th. Opting for the 6-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. John, have you got a read on this one?
This one's like a going left to right, it looks like.
Three feet to go here to the hole.
A good look at par here.
An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. And he's safely on the green with that shot. 16 feet to the hole.
This one's looking good.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
Awesome stuff.
Setting up in the first cut here.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
Yeah, this is lovely. Oh, that is textbook.
That'll work. Pin high.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday, trying to keep it up again today.
On the green, but a long way away from the cup. Pretty good from that distance, just a little meat left on the bone. A chance here for par. That putt goes in, time to make a move. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Let's see if 8-iron was the right club.
Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Yeah, I've got it going right to left here, I think.
He's got this putt for birdie. Right on line, but just misses. This putt from 6 feet away. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. The tee shot at 17.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That is a big-time drive. Interesting shot coming here off the cart path. That is just a wonderful shot. Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
He makes the putt and extends his lead. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. The 18th hole is a par 5.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
"16 feet away." Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
I've got it going right to left here.
That looked good for a while. What a shot. A tap in left for birdie. And tap this one in to finish out the round and call it a day. Three rounds in the books, and we're set up for a dramatic finish tomorrow.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I gotta say, I hope it continues for one more day.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon.